In this section, we will set up our Kali Linux environment properly. But before we get started, we shall learn what's Kali Linux and who uses this distribution. Kali Linux is a Debian-based Linux distribution aimed at advanced penetration testing and security auditing. Kali is not the only distribution used by hackers out there, but it's one of the most popular. There is another distro called Parrot, which is very similar to Kali. The cool thing about Kali is that it contains large number of useful hacking utilities to make penetration testing easier. And you can run Kali as a live CD or as a virtual machine, or you can install it as your main operating system, and this is what you are going to do in this lecture. In this video, I will install Kali Linux as ISO file in my virtual machine. In your case, if you want to install it as your main operating system, just burn the ISO file to a CD or to a flash drive, then follow the steps that I will explain it in this video. You will be redirected to the official website of Kali. After that, click on the bare metal, and then you want to select the architecture of which your processor is running on, and in my case it is 64-bit. And then I'm going to download the image that it's here. It's called installer. It's here in the middle. So I'm going to click on the download icon, and then it will start downloading. Now in my case I've already downloaded, so I'm not going to download it. And now the next thing that you want to do is you want to download a program that will burn the image on a CD or a USB drive. And for me, I recommend using a program called Rufus if you want to burn the image on a USB drive. So I've already downloaded and installed it. It's very easy and simple. So all you have to do is to open the program right now. So after running the program, the first thing you have to do is to plug a USB drive to your PC or laptop. And then you will select the USB drive. And then you want to select the boot selection or the image that we have downloaded, the ISO image. And in my case, it's already selected. And lastly, when you click on start, it will format the flash drive and it will install the image. Now I'm not going to do this in my case because if I burn the image to my USB flash drive, I cannot record my screen because I need to reboot my computer and go to the BIOS and then select the USB drive as a boot device, and then my PC will use the flash drive as the first bootable device. It will select it and then Kali will run. Now once you boot from your USB device, you are going to get this interface. And all you have to do is to click on graphical install. And then you just have to select the language, and in my case I'm gonna leave it as English. And then the country, select the country you are in. I'm gonna leave it to United States. And then the keyboard is going to be American English. And then we are going to type the host name, and it's already written as Kali, so I'm gonna leave it as Kali and then continue. And then we can leave the domain name at empty and then continue. And then you can type your full name or the full name of the new user. Let's say it's gonna be called new user. And then continue. And the new username or the username of the account is going to be new, but I'm gonna call it Kali. And then continue. Then we have to select a password, and I'm gonna type Kali as my password. And then continue. And then you want to configure the time zone where you are at. I'm gonna leave it like central, for example, and then continue. This is not so important, but if it's your main operating system, then it is important for you to set the correct time. And then I'm gonna leave it as guided use entire disk and continue. Then continue and continue, continue, and then write the changes to the disk. Yes, continue. And then you just want to click on continue because this is how your Kali desktop is gonna look like. It's gonna add the top most popular tools, or the recommended tools, and I just recommend leaving it and click on continue. You can customize this later if you want. Then it's going to ask you if you want to install grub bootloader, and say yes, and then continue, and then select the device or the drive where Kali has been installed, then continue. And now the installation is complete. I'm gonna say continue and it will restart. So now I'm gonna add the username, which is gonna be Kali, and the password is Kali. And we are logged in. So this is how you can install Kali as your main operating system using the ISO image, and in the next lecture we are gonna see how we can install Kali as a virtual machine.